If you're new to gardening and you love sweet potatoes, you're just not sure what you need to do. Sweet potatoes are different. They are not like a Yukon potato where you plant in the ground and just let it grow. Sweet potatoes need sweet potato slips. In order to get to this point right here, you need to start with these right here. And to start that, you need a basic, simple sweet potato. So sit back, relax. I'm going to show you one of two simple ways to start your sweet potato slips inside for a successful harvest 4, 5, 6, 7 months down the road. So a few days ago, I posted this short right here. And it's just a fun, quick, fast short to show what you need to do in order to get your sweet potato slips going. And to be honest, y'all, this method, which I call the jar method, or is called the jar method, or I really don't know. I call it the jar method. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, when I first started doing this about 4 years ago, I had mixed success. Maybe a 50% success fail rate. Now it's pretty much 100% success. You never know, you might get a bad tuber and there's nothing you can do about that. But this method works. I have a couple tricks though. So the first thing you need is a sweet potato. Now what I like to do is get sweet potatoes that aren't super fat. You don't want a super fat sweet potato when you're doing this because you want them to be able to fit in the jar. All right, so you get your sweet potato. Then you're gonna look and decide which side do you want to be in the water and which side do you want to be up. For this sweet potato, because it already has roots growing out of the bottom tip, we're gonna put this part in the water, which will be inside the jar. But before we can do that, you need toothpicks. This is the easiest way I have seen to do this, and it's really simple. So what I like to do is have about half of the sweet potato in the jar. So we're gonna stick toothpicks there, then one more right there. Okay. And that's it. Let me explain something about sweet potatoes. Like I mentioned a few minutes ago, sweet potatoes are not like a normal potato that you might have in the bottom of your pantry. You pull it out, it's got all those little growths on it, which are called eyes. And you go throw it outside in the ground or in the garden, and then it starts to grow. Sweet potatoes need slips. And off of these slips, which I'm showing right here, they will shoot roots out once you plant them and bury them in your garden. And then off of those roots, they will start to grow tubers or sweet potatoes. But if you were to plant just a sweet potato, you got a shot at maybe it'll grow, maybe it won't. But with sweet potato slips, pretty much guaranteed it's going to grow sweet potatoes as long as you keep it watered properly and it's in a good, well-draining soil. And with sweet potatoes, they need a lot of sun. That's pretty much it, y'all. There's not a lot to this. Now, the next two things I'm gonna say is vital. But first, let's get water in this. Y'all, I'm keeping it real. Yes, I have dirty dishes in the sink. Okay, water is in. All right, this next part is where I have found the success to be. We're gonna get this on a heat mat. So what I have found is that once I started putting these jars on the heat mat helps regulate the temperature in the water, obviously. And that has helped the sweet potatoes start to grow out their roots, which then shoot out the slip. My advice is twofold here. The first one is once you fill it up with water, sit it on a heat mat under a grow light, like I am doing. Second, and this to me I think is the most vital tip that I can give to anyone doing this method, is change out the water every 2 days. And that is your Tuesday growing tip of the week. Y'all, and that's it. That's all you need to do in order to do this method. Very simple, but again, heat mat, change out the water every 2 days, I think is the key. All right, everyone, if y'all enjoyed this video, do me the 3 favors: share, like, subscribe to this channel if you've not done so. If you are looking for a gardening channel here on YouTube that is geared toward beginner gardeners from a somewhat beginner gardener, then you have found your spot. Click that subscribe button, hit that bell so you're always notified whenever I upload videos. Y'all take care, God bless. If you're in the South, get your sweet potato slips going. So March 1st, that first week of March, depending on your last expected frost date, you can get your slips in the ground. So by September, October, you're harvesting. I'll talk to y'all again real soon. Bye.